what we observed is like what is the introduction about the SDTM IG, why we should learn SDTM IG, what is the purpose of SDTM IG, and also seen the interrelation between the clinical trials and programming concepts and SDTM. It is not rocket science. It's a very simple to maintain the data very clear manner. We can use SDTM IG. By this, the approval process time can be reduced and the quality of the review will be improved or increased. This is the very basic fundamental principle of using SDTM IG. So first section, if you see here, first 57 pages I told, it talks about the general information. The general information directly related to the variables domains, or in the domains we can see some variables. That information will talk about that variables. Or if someone want to submit the data, what are the qualities should data should have, that information also we can read in 58 pages is very informative and important, and also basics of rest of 340 pages or some pages. And when you are reviewing or reading, have a paper and pencil, and you can keep that sentence or line. If you are not understood, it is okay. Even sometimes when we do job, we will refer whenever we want SDTM. It is no one remember this SDTM IG.
Yes,
So
yes.
even we have the SDTM IG, people will make unknown mistakes because it is not possible, because you may work on 3 domains, I may work 5 domains, some other work will work on 5 domains, collectively different people will work. Then who will check the authenticity? Okay, so there is a application called Pinnacle 21. Pinnacle 21. So previously it is called as an open series validator. So with the help of the define.xml, it will check the data consistency. And it is very important interview question also. Uh, do you have any experience on Pinnacle 21? So remember about this point, that
Yes.
the data will be validated by using the Pinnacle 21. Even company level, as a primary programmer, validation programmer, or some other lead programmer manages, reviews the data, some unknown data might be, issues might be present in the data set level that can be easily identified by Pinnacle 21. Sometimes Pinnacle 21 also which it is a machine, correct? Even that is correct, it will read some as data as a machine, some error. So we can explain that justification called one document called SDID, SDRG, Study Data Reviewers Guide. For the Adam, we will be having ADRG, Analysis Data Review Guide. But for the SDTM, we have SDRG. And it is always remember is SDTM IG is very standard. We should not or we cannot change. We don't have any right to change the data. That's why it is a study data tabulation model. And whatever the variables you can see in this are, most of the variables are character type data, because this is the data just to see how the data is collected and how the data is presented as the data. But when you go to the next step, it is called Adam. In the Adam, it is called analysis data, means it is ready to use for analysis. What is the analysis? When the subjects goes from one stage to other stage, or when subject comes for the analysis purpose or laboratory analysis purpose, we may require to do some analysis with respect to the dates. So when the date is there, there should be some end date also present, for example adverse event. So we can see how many days or duration subject experience that in adverse event. You can see the duration like in days format, like 20 days, 30 days, 50 days, whether in the SDTM that information is collected information in the period wise, but in the Adam wise, it is a numeric wise. That's why all analysis data sets are very important, and they are ready to useful for the analysis. We always do analysis once we make the atoms in terms of the tables and listings and graphs. When we learn day by day, I can teach you how these variables, what variables we can use, and what is the purpose of these variables, what brings to create new variables, how to do the program those variable, who will determine, and how as a SAS programmer can understand the creation of the new variables. That I will explain when we do for the Adam. But in the SDTM, you have no option. You have to accept that this is a standard variables, and you cannot change even small spelling of any particular variable. If you are changing some variable label in the Pinnacle 21, it will shows the error.
Yes.
Understood? It is
Yes, sir.
very, very important. When I started learning SDRG, like SDTM, I thought like it is a reference document, but it is not. It is a very standard. You cannot change. It
Change.
is a
Yes.
fixed thing. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Now I will go through the pages. What I plan is today is I will go through the first 30 pages. Let's see how it goes. Based on
Uh,
that, we will see for in the next session. Okay.
yes.
So first page, our introduction topic, it is telling what is the purpose. So if you see here, as yesterday I said, this is prepared by, so I'm giving the summary. I'm not going to
Mm,
read the line to line. I'm going to give the
yes.
summary. Okay.
Mm,
But you can, but you can read, and definitely you can, if you don't understand anything, you can bring to that point for the next session or tomorrow's session. That is fine for me. Okay. So
yes.
this SDTM IG, like it is a formed by or prepared by CDST pool, Clinical Data Interchange Standards Consortium. Usually, these people like called as a submission data standards team, because ultimately any clinical data should be submitted to the regulatory. That's why they called as a submission data standards. And also the present version we are using is 3.2, what I'm discussing, which contains 398 pages. And there is a possibility or there are some versions also present. So for you, the thing is you need to compile the differences between the 3.12, 3.13 and 3.2. Once you collect that information, we
Mm,
combinedly discuss what are the additional things also. Okay, where you need to
yes.
search is when you go to the end of this document, you will get, and that is also one of the interview question. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
And next, this is what I said, the summary of this. Okay. uh, and next, if I go here, is the availability of standard submission will be provided many benefits. So when you go to the very general or experience, like very like junior level position, they may ask this as an interview question. So if you read this, reviewers can be trained in the principles of standardized data sets and the use of standard software tools. So what is this meaning is very easy manner I can say. If the data is very standard, they will be having one software. The software will check the data very thoroughly, easily, and the people will be get trained on the software. Means people means whoever the drug
Reviewer.
regulatory bodies. So that even some issue comes, they will cross check easily. So what that is, so that what happens, you can see the uh, submission time will be reduced. Okay. So since
Yes.
everything is standard, correct, so by that the it will reduce us what review time, and also improve the or increase the fast submission or approval of the data. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, next, organization of this document. When they made the document, how they organized the document. Like section 1, they put introduction. Then they put some fundamentals of the SDTM. Then section C, they put some standard data in standard format. What is the format actually? Format is very, it is a in a simple manner to say you are giving some particular, terminology, or to present the data, you are telling this data should be like this. For example, if you see in the SDTM data, it should be like ISO 8601 format. That is a format for the dates. So they're making the standards. So what are the standards the this document gave? And assumptions. It is very important. Assumptions means what are the things are you can think, or you can when you work on the variables, what are the approaches, what might be the conditions can be used or fulfilled to derive that variable. That information will be presented in the assumptions. Also, when you see your domain like demographics or adverse events or any domain, after completion of the variables information, they will give some assumptions. When you start learning, compulsory at least 1 or 2 times you should learn. Don't read all domains one single day. It will give a lot of confusion. Read domains when you start. Keeps 1 or 2 domains daily. Then when you do revision, you can read multiple. But don't read, because when you read all domains one single day, the variables you may get confused. And at the end of the day, you will get confused what I read, and eventually you will get bored. So don't read, just read one domain and remember that domain if possible, because you may see similar type of domain in other domains. When you see similar type of domain, just you tick mark the domain in your in your document or some place, so that you feel that this variable is repeatedly coming. Oh, might be this is important variable or required variable. Then what is the value it is going? If you remember one time, that is very good. It will be helpful for you too in the future also. Okay.
Yes.
Next, models for special purpose domains. Like there is a classification, and you can see in the page number 14, there is a classification of the section special purpose domain, like general observation class, the classification, what is in the section 5, 6, 7, like that they gave here. Okay. Then relationship to prior series documents. What is this relationship to prior series document? Means this version is 3.2 version, correct? In
Yes.
earlier there is a 3.1.3 version. So how both will differ? What are the things has been implemented? For, for example, you see here the following new domains section 6.3 findings. So in the findings general observation class, these are the domains has been included, like death details, microscopic findings, morphology, reproductive system findings. These domains has been implemented. And in the section 6.4, they implemented skin response. So, and also you can see what there is a description overview update. Okay. All this information, just now I said you correct, compile the different versions of the SDTM. You can
Yes, sir.
compile that these are the 3.2
Yes,
updates.
sir.
It is very important because when you work on different domains, okay, sorry,
Yes, sir.
when different work protocols, you might be based on the study, you might work on the 3.1.3 or 3.2, or in the future you may work 3.3. If there is a control terminology, or if some standards are different between the versions, you need to follow. Anyway, your study team or your superior will help on that, what the condition, but as a programmer, we should have a good understanding on that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Next, we have here how to read this implementation guide. It is very good. Like just follow this implementation guide. How to read means they're not saying directly read demographics domain or some domain, correct? First, you understand SDTM, gain general understanding on SDTM concepts. Then section 1 to 3 of this document reviews key concept of preparing domains, how to make. Anyway, I'm going to discuss. So just have a good understanding on this. And it is 100% sure you may not understand single time, but at least you will a glance, or if someone will ask the question, you may go and refer this document. I understand if your background is not science, definitely terminology wise you face initially difficulty, otherwise programming wise you are very good based on your practice. Okay, next here we will see what is the fundamentals of the SDTM. Okay, so so yesterday or today I said data, we deal with the data. So in the
Yes.
data, you can see what you can see, some information. So what information you can see? So whether you can see the data horizontally or vertically. Without some reference, you will not understand or no one will understand, correct? So that's why SDTM has created or CDISC has been created few variables in terms of standards. Those are called variables, okay? So these are very important. Every domain as per the classification, it contains some domains, okay? These domains, okay, has been classified, okay, these
Yes.
domains has been classified. For example, when you get some sick or if you are during the clinical studies, what will do, the subject will go to the clinical center, followed by if they will get some medication, they will take that medication and they will go home and they will take, and if they get any adverse event, again they will inform to the clinical team or they document and they inform later, again the SAS programmers will analyze. So some information or some movement is happening between the subjects, clinical center, everything, correct? So how
Yes.
to capture, where to capture? Because, for example, the subject tells, I am taking 10 mg medication. So in the concomitant medication, so for example, subject told like during the adverse event, I took 10 mg tablet. Then there should be a one variable, correct, in the SDTM to capture the 10 and mg. It slowly you will understand when we will discuss, because if you see here 10 is a numeric variable and this one, which one, like this text is units is a character type. So how this information will go, so all these variables has been divided into mainly 5 types. Okay, first one is identifier. Before that I want to tell you one thing. There is a clear definition uh, given by the domain. What is the domain? Okay, we will see that
Yes.
that also.
Uh,
Okay, and also if you see here, a role determines the type of information conveyed by the variable around to distinguish the observation and how it can be used. Variables can be classified into 5 major roles.
yes.
So this variable, any variable, okay, it can be comes under one of this classification type based on the role. This is
Role.
very important interview question for the freshers. How many, like how many types of the variables are classified based on the role? Okay,
Role.
so what are those? Identifier, topic variable,
Topic role.
timing
Timing.
variable, qualifier variable,
Role.
and rule variable. So here, how to remember this one? Just when you practice, you will get, or you can remember by using the Twitter, one short term you can use. But first one is the identifier,
Right.
then is a topic variable,
Topic.
one is a timing, qualifier, and rule variable. So the name itself for the identifier variable means that particular variable identifies something. For example, that might be study ID variable or subject ID variable or domain variable. By
Table.
seeing that variable itself, you will understand that, oh, this variable by seeing the data itself, oh, this variable is talking about this. And if you remember, and if you want to use in another data set based on your requirement, you can directly you will use. Next one is the topic variable. What is the topic variable? Topic variable is very important, and it for each and every classification there is a standard variable, and topic variable also interview question. For example, findings domain, what is a topic variable? It is a prefix of domain and test code. So because test code, why test code? Because in the laboratory analysis or in the findings domain, usually we will do analysis based on the test, correct? And test is having the longer length, and to easily identify or easily remember, they've made the topic variable as a test code. And if you see here, like concomitant medication, adverse event, demographics, every domain has their own topic variables. Have very good understanding on the topic variable, and if the topic variable or identifier variables are present, they should not be missing in the data. They should be populated by default. There is no compromise on the missing of this data. That's why these are the required variables.
Yes.
Okay, and if you see any missing of the data, you can inform to the data management team or your study team as the data
Yes.
is missing. And again, afterwards, timing variables, all DTTC variables in the SDTM. DTC variable, if you see, that is called timing variable, such as start date and end date variables. And usually for the lab, you can see as a single date, but if required, there will be ending date also present. But some variable domains that you can see as a single analysis date. Next one is the qualifier variables. So what is the qualifier variables? For example, when you do the analysis, you will get some results, correct? So how
Yes.
you will that results you will call, that is by using by help of the units, correct? In SDTM we have LBST, RESU. For the standard results we have the units. So you can call that as a one of the qualifier variable. So again here, this qualifier variable is divided into 5 types: grouping qualifiers, result qualifiers, just now
Qualifier.
what I said to you, that is
Yes.
result qualifier. Next, synonymous qualifiers, record qualifiers, variable qualifiers.
Fires.
And finally, we have the rule variables. Rule variables only we have in the trial designed model. We don't have anywhere, just we have in the trial design. And rule variable talks about the sequence, how the movement of the subject goes. Like if you see here, start and end.
Oh,
Okay, movement of the trial, not the subject. And remember, in the trial design, it talks of only movement of the clinical trial process. If you see in the special purpose domain, it is a subject related information. Trial design model, it talks only about the trial.
trials.
You should not talk about anything on about the subject in the trial design model. Of course, in the trial summary, you can see like how many subjects participated, age, like that information, but it is not related to subject information, only trial related information. Okay, are you clear
Yes.
on these variables now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, identifier, topic variables, timing variables, qualifier variables, rule variables. And based on this example qualifier variables, you can see I'm going to, when we are going to discuss about the variables, I'm going to how this category, subcategory, whether
Yes.
we required or not, I'm going to discuss to you. Okay.
Yes.
And also just read this example. Subject 101 had mild nausea starting on study day. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 words.
Words.
These 10 words, how it has been divided. If you see here, mild adverse event type is mild. What
Mild.
type of adverse event? And when that adverse event came, means on the study 6, who got the subject 101. So everything here it is mentioned. Okay, this nausea is called as a AE term and that as a topic variable. Okay,
Topic area.
so
Yes.
never like of course it is depends on the person's clinical data. If you link or relate between the domains, it is like a story. You can see, oh, subject when he got that adverse event, when you see the concomitant medication, you may see the same for the same subject on the same day, he might be taken concomitant medication. And also if subject is died, you can see same subject information in the demographics and adverse event and the details domains. So when you work on the data, don't work only on the single domain. When you refer or check with other domains, you better understand, oh, how the data has been like linked or transferred from one domain to another domain. Understand? So that
Yes. Yes.
it will be very easy for you.
Yes.
Next.
Got. Got it.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes. Yes. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. Next, they gave here data sets and domain. So just now when I spoke here about the variables, I thought of describing about the data sets, but that's like I gave some time. So this is the variable, but collection of some variables, we can call it as a domain. And in each domain, for example, in the laboratory, you will capture only laboratory related information with the help of the test code, correct? So that's why a domain is defined as collection of logically related observation with a common topic. This is very important definition. Okay, a
Yes.
domain is defined as collection of logically related observations with a common topic. Understand? That is meaning if you see in the LB domain for all observations, LB test code is a topic variable. If you see adverse event, AE term is a topic variable for all adverse event domain subjects. Understood? So
Yes.
you remember this data sets and domains.
Mhm.
It is a synonymal words. Observations about study subjects are normally collected for all subjects in series of domains.
Domain.
So
Yes.
information collected in the domains and the domain is related to particular common topic. If we
Common.
mix different topic domains, it is not called as a domain and it does not give any information. Okay, understood?
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Next, any variable, okay, there should be some standard, correct? You cannot simply create one variable or heading of the column and use says DTMIG. They kept like this
Uh-huh.
some standards. What are those? The variable name should not be more than 8 characters.
Correct. Uh,
You can ask one question, what happens if you use more than 8 characters? Pinnacle 21 shows error. Hey man, there is the variable is more than 8 characters. It is not as per the standard. Even if you cannot submit in this condition, even you cannot justify also on that. It should not be more than 8 characters. And if you are writing the variable, for example, you are like since you are working, it is you can identify that variable very easily, but other person may not identify, correct? Or some
yes.
other programmer may not identify. So we can give the label. So the label length should be less than 40 characters, less than or equal to 40 characters. And it describe about the variable. It should describe by default, and by default in the SDTM, there is no change in the variable name and label. By default, you should follow as per the SDTM IG guidelines. But in the Atom, you have the provision to add the variable and also you can add the variable name or label also. When discuss about the Atom, I will discuss that time how to create the variable. There is no, of course, there are some rules are there. but it is very easy. There is no confusion, but you should understand the proper way. But in the SDTM, all these are standard. Next,
Yes.
data type. What type of the data? Whether it is a numeric data or character
Character.
data. Because the data, always remember, numeric data in the SAS environment, you can see as a right side, and the character data you see as a left side. With the help of the numeric data, people will do analysis by like SAS programmers or whoever want to use the data. And the character data, just we can count only. This is called as a categorical data and
Category one.
continuous
Yes.
data. Continuous data is we use in the SAS proc means, proc summary, proc
Okay.
enumerate. For the to check the categorical data count, we use proc frequency. It is also one of the interview question. How to separate the categorical data or continuous data? Because lot of tables we do calculate count, mean, median. During that time, we may require to update. We use the uh, proper procedure on particular data. Whether it is a character data, we will use different procedure, and numeric data, we will use different procedure. Then
Yes.
the set of control terminology. We will go very depth on the control terms after this class. I will tell you how to collect and where to collect. And for
Mhm.
every control term and every variable, for every variable, remember we have control terms, code list, and format. You should have very good understanding on this. If you have very good understanding this, you can successfully execute the Pinnacle 21 because it will check each and every variable formats also. And for any particular variable, name, label, data type, and control terminology, all these are important. And also how that variable is generating. For example, if some like if one subject is participating in a clinical study, there is some age variable is present. How this variable is collected directly from the CRF, or it is derived, that information, how that particular variable,
It
it is very important.
important.
Origin
The
of each variable, mainly you can see as a like CRF. You can see here we have in one of the section, we have origin of the data also present. In that we will discuss like if you see like in the 4.11, you see here 4.118 origin of the metadata.
but
I guess it
uh,
is in the 28th page. In the 28th page, it mentioned what type of the origin of the data is present. Okay, next.
yes.
We have the role of the variables. So just now we discussed, correct? There are five
Yes.
types:
Hope.
identifier, topic, timing. So this any variable comes on one of that category. And also comments. When I go to the next section, might be today or tomorrow, I'm going to show you that some comments. So ultimately, what is this section is gave to you is every data set is created with the help of the topic variable values, and each data set contains variable. Each variable has its own history by its name with 8 characters, and labels with more than or equal to, less than or equal to 40 characters, and it might be numeric or character type data, and every variable has control terminology or specific code list or based on the requirement of the variable, and every variable can be originated directly, indirectly, or derived. Okay, and that variable might be required, like we can identify with the help of the identifier type or topic, timing, or qualifier. Okay, and rule based. Okay,
Or-
next.
Yes.
Next comments means CDISC has gave some comments for particular domain. How good about that come, like it describes about the variable. When like when you read first time, might be you may see you may not understand, but when you read second time, third time, you can feel how and that variable definition, how variable information is helpful for you. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Next, I'm going to the some other pages, and if you see here, this is the 13th page, and in the 13th page you can see the high-end like a special classification of the SDTM. So you can say mainly two types: special purpose domain, general observation class. It is mainly, no worries, there is no one will ask three types, four types, five types. Mainly two types: special purpose data sets, general observation
General
class. What is the main difference? Special purpose data sets has again again three types. Okay, and mainly is a special purpose domains like demographics, comments, subjects, elements, subject visits. These are how it will talk more about the subject who are participating in the clinical study. They talk about the special purpose. And this trial design, it talks about the trial, only clinical trial. And the relationship data sets, relation between the data set. Just now I said there will be one if the subject gets adverse event, adverse like the subject may take some medication, correct? So then there is a link between the adverse event and concomitant medication. There might be a lot of examples that are there. So how the link can be done? Then we have general observation class. Again, in the general observation class, interventions we have, events we have, findings we have. Ultimately, in the findings, we have more number of domains compared to interventions, events, and special purpose domain. Okay, we will see. And in the 14th page, if you see, these are the domains. And in the domains, I will try to discuss with you as much as domains, which are day-to-day basis. And I will completely discuss on the special purpose domains. And I discuss programmatical also few of the domains. Then I will discuss intervention general observation class domains completely. And events also I will complete. And in the findings, I will take few important domains and I explain. And in the findings about, I will explain detailedly. In the trial design also, I will explain all the domains, and in the relation also, I will explain. And also, if you see this term, very important, sponsor should only submit domains dataset that were actually collected. Means since SDTM IG has give this many domains, it is not required to submit all domains. The sponsor will decide or considers what type of domains can be included in the study. Because if some domains are not important, it is not necessary to submit the data. Correct?
Yes.
So
Yes.
all these you can read, and if you get any doubt, you can ask me.
Yes. Yes.
Part of the it is present here. New domain.
Hello. 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 Sri, you are not audible. Hello. So you are not audible. I can't hear you. Hello. Ha, Sri. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ha, yes. I can hear you.
Can you hear me? The
Hello. Your voice is actually breaking in between. Hello.
next, what we have here is how the to be submitted data should be present. Okay, so if you see here, that's to be submitted data should be standard variable name. Okay, there should not be any compromise on the data variables, and the standard variable labels also should be not changed. It should be as per the SDTM-IG, and the data should be transport file. It is called as a SAS v5 file, and every variable has the control term, so to be clearly defined in the document. I will explain this on the control terms. And the next is the origin of the source of the data, whether it is a CRF data, is derived data, that might be based on the derivation or other requirement we can define. So why we are talking about this? So each and every data we collected, we should keep in respective domain, and that domain is it is a collection of the similar topic variable, and each variable should be, it is a column headings, and that column headings and within the data it should be as per the SDTM IG standards, and these are the conditions. That's why submitting data means regulatory submission. How the data should be present, that is the information they are giving here. Okay, next we
Yes,
will
yes,
go to the next one, and in the 14th page we discussed about the domains, correct? That each and every domain, I said earlier, SDTM, most of the domains are 2 letters alphabets, but of course there are some domains more than like 2 letters, like supplementary domains and findings about domains. In this 28th page, they gave like a demographics domain, its classification, in which category it comes, and what is the structure. It is very important. One record per subject for the demographics domain, and what are the important variables, key variables, study ID and unique
yes,
subject
yes, yes.
ID, and how it should be submitted, XPT. And this is also another interview question. How you make the XPT from the regular SAS 7B data? Okay, this is also one of
Okay.
the interview question. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
all the domains, they gave the very detailed information. When we discuss about the individual domains, we will discuss. Just this is in 2021. In the page number 14, it gave the classification high level. Here they gave the another domains here. Okay. Next, I am going to the some other pages. So this is the assumption page. I came here. So on the assumptions, we will discuss uh, uh, next class. Okay.